Hey guys, my name's Alyssa. I'm gonna go ahead and be reviewing some sample sets that I got from Cocoa Pink. I ordered the sample set of 5 and I ordered them 6 weeks ago. So I ordered them on August 29th and then I received them about 30 days later. So I ordered them August 29th and then received them September 27th. So the rest time also is around 6 weeks. So just so you guys know, I'm sure all you guys that are into indies, you know that if the longer you rest the perfume, the better it gets, basically. So I ordered 5 and it was back then when the samples were actually, it came out to $20.50 for me back then, but they recently changed their sample sets to, I ordered just today. So now a sample set of 5 comes out to $27.50. And you know, it's still pretty good. I like to try out the scents before I purchase them. Even though the turnaround time is 30 days, I think it's worth it because I just love Cocoa Pink and all of their scents are just amazing that I should just get full bottles of them because they're so great. So, I mean, I have 5 scents for you today. And then I also have one free sample that they threw in that they usually do throw in free samples. So, the first one is Pumpkin Spice Latte. So, let me go ahead and read you guys the notes. It says, sweet warm pumpkin swirled with rich espresso, topped with fluffy vanilla infused steamed milk. And this is the new and improved version, it says. So that's from their website. To me, straight up, oh, and also I got the ones with the atomizers. So these are what they look like. All of them are the EDP atomizers with alcohol, not oil-based. So these are alcohol that I'm testing. Personally, I like the oil-based ones better, but that's just me. So the pumpkin spice, on initial spray, it smells exactly like a Starbucks drink. I mean, pumpkin spice latte, or like I always get the cold brew pumpkin latte. It's really good, but I get pretty much that. Like this is exactly a Starbucks drink in the initial spray. It's a creamy pumpkin, it's a caramel, it's like a sweet type of spice through in, like all the way. It's a linear type of scent. For me personally, it doesn't change too much. In the dry down, I kind of get like a more creamy pumpkin, and the caramel kind of sits in the back a little bit, but you still get that really strong caramel sweet type of pumpkin scent. If you're looking for more of like an espresso, I don't get that much of espresso. In the notes it says that it has it. I mean, it's there, but it's not as forward as the caramel is and as the sweet creaminess, like a frothy creaminess, and the pumpkin. The espresso is almost non-existent during the dry down. So for me, this is very gourmand. For me, it's super long lasting. So this one, I rated it like a 5 out of 5 for longevity because it stayed on my skin even after I, scrubbed my arms, even after I did stuff all day. I'm always doing stuff. I'm always washing dishes. And this lasted. So longevity is really good. The sillage also, it's pretty strong. I mean, I kept getting whiffs of myself throughout the day of the caramel and something sweet pumpkin. Like not that much milky, but more sweet, sugary pumpkin. Caramel. That's what I got throughout the day. The scent, I rated this one a 4 out of 5 because I really like that type of scent personally, and it's just my preference. If you guys like those, like a pumpkin spice latte scent, this is it. You're gonna get this. So 4 out of 5 for me. Yeah, and I full sized this bottle. I ordered it later on, so this one was a pretty good one for me. So next scent is 10 Years Pumpkin, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a darker color, so it's a little bit deeper ambery type of color. And this one has, it says, our sweet pumpkin caramelized with our own heavenly burnt sugar blend made with decadent oud, vanilla, dulce de leche, and grounded in deep musky earth and cement. Unashamed gourmand badassery. So this is an earthy type of pumpkin, an initial spray. It's not a sweet type of pumpkin like the pumpkin spice latte. This is like a pumpkin at the pumpkin patch, like if you smell like the stem of the pumpkin. This is, it doesn't turn gourmand yet. An initial spray, it's more earthy. And I think it's probably because of that earth and cement note that's in there. It's a lot more kind of dry smelling. It's not like a dense type of scent to me, an initial spray. And the dry down, it changes a little bit. You get the earth still, but it's a little bit more toned down, and you get more of the pumpkin and the dulce de leche. It turns a little bit sweeter as it dries down. So this one is a gourmand. There's no way it's not. I would classify this as a gourmand, but it is a little bit more earthy as well. So it's a little bit of a gourmand atmospheric type of scent, I would say. If you don't want something super sweet, but you want like a realistic type of pumpkin, this one would be pretty good for that. Later in like the real deep dry down, I would say like, I don't know, an hour later, this one turns into like a musky earth, and then I kind of get a little bit of the oud and the dulce de leche. So it's there. The dulce de leche is there. And if you guys don't know what dulce de leche is, it's a really sweet type of, I think it's like a condensed milk, I guess, like real sweetened type of condensed milk or evaporated milk or something like that. And it's very, very sweet, creamy. In Mexican cultures, we use that a lot with desserts and stuff like that we cook. So I'm very, very familiar with that scent. It's very sweet, very creamy, very milky, and mixed with that oud and a musky earth type of scent. This is what you get with like a fresh type of pumpkin. So the scent overall is more complex, I would say, than the pumpkin spice latte or any of these other ones, with an exception of like one. This one is pretty much, it's pretty good because it's pretty complex and it changes throughout wear time. I get longevity from it. It's like a 4.5 out of 5. It didn't last as long as pumpkin spice latte, but this one still is pretty good for lasting on my skin personally. And again, this is the alcohol version with the atomizer. So the scent overall, I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 because it's complex, and to me, I think it gives it more of a different type of quality. It's not as foody as some of the other cocoa pink scents are. They're known for their gourmands. They're known for those fruity type of scents. And this is not as gourmand as others, but it's still a great scent in my opinion. So that one is 10 Years Pumpkin. The next one, oh, and also I think this one could be unisex. I would consider this one a unisex scent. Honestly, don't really see if, why people would label it like men's fragrances, women's fragrances, because honestly, I would wear whatever, and I do. I own a lot of men's fragrances as well, and there's a lot that I like that I would like to wear that my husband has. So, wear whatever you want. The next one is Bonfire Pumpkins. And this one looks like this. It's a little bit lighter type of liquid. And so this one, it says it has pumpkin porridge with marshmallow fireside, created a sensational creamy bonfire scent with notes of maple oats drizzled with pure golden clover honey, a pinch of, I think that's muscovado sugar, all topped with a dollop of sugared pumpkin puree plus toasted vanilla, marshmallows over roasted fire, a smoky scent. Muscovado sugar. I don't know what that is, but I mean, it's a type of sugar. Obviously, it's probably sweet. And I should have looked up to see what that was, but I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. If you guys know what it is, don't get mad that I mispronounced it. This is a very smoky scent. On first spray, you get sweet pumpkin and you get that smokiness. And this is a true fire pit type of smoky. This is for sure, the name fits it well, bonfire. But there is a sort of creaminess to it. And I guess it's the marshmallow, because their marshmallow fireside is mixed in here with a bonfire scent, pumpkin puree. So yeah, I get pretty much all those notes. Vanilla makes it sweet. Yeah, this one's okay. The dry down, it gets smokier and it lessens on the sweet factor. And I get more of the pumpkin puree that comes through as it dries. This one, I couldn't really smell myself throughout the day. I don't think other people could either, because usually my son will say something, or if I'm somewhere, I could tell if someone can smell what I'm wearing. I thought it was gonna be a lot stronger, because usually smoky scents, you think they're a little bit stronger, but it wasn't, and it faded kind of fast for me. So the longevity was like a 2 out of 5 for me. The scent overall, I gave it a 3 out of 5 just because it's not my cup of tea. I do like smoky scents, but I kind of have a thing with incense and smoke and that type of scent. I'm very particular with it. So to me, it wasn't a love. It was just a like. It's still a pretty good scent. So if you guys were wondering about this one, it's sweet pumpkin and smokiness. And then in the dry down, it gets real smoky and more of like a pumpkin puree type of scent. So that's Bonfire Pumpkins. So the next one is They Will Tempt You. This is what the color of the juice looks like. It's a little lighter. And I picked this one because of the notes, and honestly, they sound really good. Our sweet pumpkin caramelized, They Will Tempt You is coconut cream, Turkish delight, cardamom cakes, pistachio, and anise caramels, all warmed by amber, myrrh, and musk. The pistachio is what sold me. I love anything pistachio, so right away I thought this is right up my alley. But later on, so the first initial spray, I get that anise. It's very strong. And for me, I smell it throughout the whole scent. I get the anise, I get some sort of a coconut scent in there. It is there. There's like a coconut, and the coconut cream, I guess, is what it is. And it does smell like some sort of like a pastry, like something sugary sweet, something edible, coconutty, but like a spicy anise comes through the whole time. In the dry down, the anise is so strong personally for me, and I get a hint of pistachio, a hint of coconut, but all these things mixed together for me somehow create some sort of mintiness that is off-putting to my nose, and I don't know why it smells minty to me. I'm thinking it's the anise, the caramelized anise. I mean, I've never had a Turkish delight. I don't know what those taste like or smell like. I looked it up because I was so curious to what it is that's minty, and it is like a gel type of pastry, you know, and it's I don't think it has mint in it, but I don't know what it is that's coming off as so minty to my nose. But this just screams like peppermint or some sort of mint throughout the whole wear time. And it's off-putting to me, and it gives me a little bit of a headache. Not to say that this scent isn't good. It's a great scent. I mean, all those notes put together, I would think would come out really nice smelling, but there's just something about it that I personally don't like. And sadly, I upsized this bottle because I was being impatient, and I just wanted to get full bottles, you know, before fall, and I was just anxious, and I shouldn't have upsized it, but I did anyways, just based on the notes, because I hadn't gotten my samples yet, and that's what I get for being impatient. So this one was not a love for me, but it's still a good scent. I rated it a 2 out of 5 for me personally, but the longevity, it is long lasting. It lasted on my skin for a long time. So I rated this one a 4 out of 5. So this one is good for its complexity, but it's just not my type of scent. So this one is They Will Tempt You. Okay, the next one I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know about the free sample that they sent. This one, they're getting ready for their Christmas stuff. Like, well, they already put out their fall and winter scents. So this one is marshmallow candy cane. And this one, the notes say, made with marshmallow sugar and vanilla bean Noel. It has real spearmint and peppermint essential oils. So right away, I knew I wasn't gonna like this one because, like I said before, something minty came off on the other one. And if you guys don't get, I don't really like the mint note. So first initial smell, bright peppermint, super overpowering, like for me personally. It's peppermint and marshmallow, true to its name. It is a little bit sweet. I do get that spearmint. You could definitely smell the spearmint throughout this whole wear time. As it dries down though, the spearmint comes through more and the vanilla comes through too. So this one, it's more of a vanilla-ish peppermint, spearmint type of scent. Perfect Christmas scent. If you guys are baking cookies, if you're, you know, in your PJs at home with your family, this is perfect for Christmas time. Perfect if you like those types of scents. Very foodie, very gourmand. I gave this one, first scent, I gave it a 1 out of 5, just simply because it is just peppermint, spearmint, and for me personally, I don't like it, but it's okay. It's a good scent. The longevity, it faded for me within like the first hour, and I'm thinking because it doesn't have like an oud in it, it doesn't have like a sandalwood base, some type of vetiver or patchouli or anything that's gonna ground it and make it long lasting, I'm thinking that's why. So this one faded within the first hour, so I gave it a 3 out of 5. But the one that was my favorite that I didn't upsize and I really wish that I would have was Naughty Pumpkins. This one is just so good to me personally. This one is a love, and I didn't upsize it, and I should have upsized it, and I think I probably will later on. I'll do another order and I'm gonna have to purchase this one in a full size. But this one is Naughty Pumpkins, and Naughty Pumpkins has double vanilla triple amber blend called CP Black with sweet pumpkin. This is powdery fresh pumpkin, powdery type of scent. It's not a baby powder type of scent. I don't want to scare anyone, because some people don't like those baby powderish type of scent, but it's more of like a sugared powder, like the sugared donuts that you get with that white powdered sugar on it, mixed with like a makeup powder type of scent. It's not lipsticky, like that's not in here. It's not like a lipstick type of makeup scent. It's more of like the powder that you put on your face, like a finishing powder or like a pressed powder, mixed with more of a sugared type of white powder. And I get the vanilla and I get the fresh pumpkin. I loved it. I love anything powder. I love those baby powder type of scents. I love those lipsticky powder type of scents. I love sugared powder, any type of powder scent. I really do enjoy. So this one was a love for me. I gave it a 5 out of 5. And on the dry down, it settles and it's more vanilla-y and more sweet and a little bit less pumpkin-y. I get more powder, vanilla, sweet. So this Naughty Pumpkins was my favorite one out of all the testers that I got. So this one is very long lasting. This one lasts like 5 out of 5. I smelled it on me, on my skin, on my clothes the next morning. So usually if I test them out, sometimes I'll test them out at night before I go to sleep, just to check longevity, and I put them on before I go to sleep, and if I still smell it in the morning, I know that it's a really strong scent. And this one it's really strong, really long lasting. So this one, I gave it a 5 out of 5. I love it. And that's all, guys. These are all the Cocoa Pink scents testers that I got. And let me know what other things you guys want me to test. Thanks. Bye.